If you are expecting a package from Europe or India, you may be waiting a while. Multiple European postal services and the government of India announcing they are set to suspend shipments to the United States. They're citing a lack of clarity when it comes to new import tariffs that are expected to take effect this week. NewsNation's Marcus Espinoza joining us now. Marcus, walk us through this about why it's happening and how it's going to affect you and I and the American consumer.
Yeah, Hannah, the short answer, tariffs, but there's a lot more complexity in that as well there. So both Europe and India are now suspending many shipments to the United States. It all comes down to how packages enter the U.S. and new rules that will change what gets taxed. At the center of it is the end of what's called the de minimis exemption. That's set to expire on August 29th, a rule that lets packages worth less than $800 enter the U.S. duty-free. This is a big deal. Last year alone, more than 1.3 billion packages arrived that way, worth more than $64 billion. Across Europe, Germany, Denmark, Sweden, and Italy have already stopped shipments of many packages to the U.S. France and Austria will join in on Monday. And the UK's Royal Mail says it will halt service Tuesday to let packages already in transit arrive before the new duties take hold. And in India, postal officials say starting August 25th, they will suspend all shipments to the U.S. That's tomorrow, except letters, documents, and small gifts under $100. Meanwhile, DHL, Europe's largest shipping provider, is also pulling back. The company saying it can't continue accepting business parcels to the U.S. until there's more clarity on how the new duties will be handled. Under the new framework, most goods shipped from Europe will face a 15% tariff, and packages under $800 will no longer be duty-free. In India, any package over $100 will now be subject to new duties with only small gifts and documents exempt. You following along so far? Until U.S. authorities spell out the rules, basically, Americans waiting on deliveries from Europe or India could be left hanging with no clear timeline on when normal shipping will resume. Hannah?
I am following along, and the long list of countries is a little, it's a little concerning here, especially considering how confused they seem to be about the tariffs. Is there any workaround for us?
There's a couple of options there, and then hopefully during the week, perhaps the U.S. will speak out and clarify some things there. But right now, options are limited. Like I mentioned, many postal services have paused shipments, mainly because there's still no clear rule book on how these duties will be collected. So there are limited workarounds. Shipping by services like DHL Express are still operating, though at a much higher cost than regular mail. And there are limited exceptions in India. Letters, documents, and small gifts under $100, as I mentioned, are still allowed. And in Europe, regular mail without merchandise is not affected. So for consumers, the biggest workaround may be checking where your order is coming from and buying from outside of Europe or India for now. And honestly, the best option is if you need something right away, go ahead and go out and order it quickly and hope it arrives before those new duties kick in. Hannah, I was going to order a new football jersey, Arsenal football jersey from Europe. I've adopted the sport over there.
Yeah.
I think I need to put that order in today.
Especially considering some of these changes will start tomorrow.
That's right.
All right, Marcus Espinoza, thank you. Very important information for us to know.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.